Hello everybody, my name is Matt Houston and I'm here with Ravenbound in an episode of Player 2 Plays. Look, this is a roguelike from a small studio that's under the Avalanche brand, the development studio that they made like Generation Zero and Just Cause and a few others. They're from Europe. And this is a open world roguelike, which is kind of a new sort of thing, something that I haven't really seen much of. Roguelikes don't tend to lend themselves to open worlds. Now, I've played this a little bit. It is quite cool. There is a bit of jank, but it is quite cool. I quite enjoyed the gameplay loop. So let's go and check it out. It is out now. It came out, close to when this video is going live. So I am actually, what I'm going to do here is start over, because I was halfway through a run there. The vessel has fallen. And we will start again, and you'll get to see it from the start. And it's got some very cool ideas. Very cool ideas. Excuse me, it's early in the morning. I have to have my coffee. So these are all the unlocks that you get at the end of each run, which is probably good to see now because the runs are quite long. It's a bit like Returnal in that, you can play for quite some time. It does save, however, where you are in the run, as you saw. So that's good. Let's go. Enter a vault. So you start off with 3 base characters, and each of those have more different, stats and boosts as you unlock them. Twin axe, twin sword. I haven't played as the great axe or the twin sword yet because I only just unlocked them. So let's go with that. Let's go with the great axe. Yeah, let's do that. So this is where you start out, and it shows you the ones I've unlocked. So there's 3 maps that I've unlocked. And as you play through, they get progressively harder. So even if you're revisiting a map that you've unlocked, and you do it first, it'll be easier. If you do it second, it'll be harder, and then third, obviously, even harder still. So you start out as a raven. So this is the open world. It looks quite cool. All those little icons are things you can go and do and attack. But there's kind of this risk-reward thing going on with doing so. As you start out, what you need to do, though, is go straight to the blue marker. Forget everything else until you've gone to the blue marker. Because this will give you a big boost of mana and that you can use to upgrade your character while you're playing. And if you don't do that, you'll be in for a rough time. So you need to do that first, and also it gives you it without any cost. So usually when you're out in the world, you're fighting baddies, you generate what's called hatred, and I'll show you that later. And the hatred is like a handicap. So these tears in the ground, they start each map. So we can go down here and transform. Aha, there's no fall damage. And where's the baddie? Can't see him. There he is. So we've got blocks, and we've got dodges, and we've got... you can do perfect timed ones. I like the big weapons because they tend to stagger enemies a bit. Perfect dodge. You gain some of your health back by hitting. Boy. He's a bit slower, the old great axe man. Alright. That wasn't the greatest encounter. The first time I used the great axe, it's a bit slower. So we've cleared that. We pick up these little fragments on the ground. They'll become very important in a tick. And then we pick up this map. So now what we want to do is there's a couple that you can see. There's the green exclamation mark, which is a side quest sort of thing. But we want to look for those white lines in the sky, and they indicate areas we can get more upgrades without getting any hatred. And I'll show you the hatred in a minute, but Here we go. Let's go and finish this dude. I think there we go. Got it. Gotcha. Oi, that ran out of my guard. You can, oh, damn it. And then once you build it up, you get this surge ability, which just basically ups your damage. So now we've got 3 fragments, as you can see in the bottom of the screen. This is where we go to upgrade. So you get to choose a reward. And each of these rewards cost mana to use. So we can get a better weapon, there's better armor, which is probably a good idea because I have no armor at the moment. Or there's like a little relic that can boost certain things. So we're going to go with the armor first. And that used 1 mana to give me some armor, which is good. I needed that. So you collect those relics that create that's some more mana, which is good. You collect the relics, which when you combine 3, you get a choice of 3 different abilities. And then it sort of combines with the mana that you find around, and you can use your upgrades. Now, as you can see on the bottom of right where the fragments are collected, there's a bit of red indicator, and that's hatred. Ooh, fog. I haven't had the fog before. So that what the hatred does is as it grows, it starts locking down those fragment segments, which does 2 things. What it does in the first instance, it means if there's one of those segments locked by hatred, it means you only need 2 fragments to get an upgrade. But each time you do an upgrade, you get a negative effect as well as the positives, which is cool. It's like this, do you want to take on more enemies, get more upgrades, or do you want to try and tackle the bosses with the minimal kind of upgrades or weapons and things like that? So that's your option. As you can see, you can turn into a bird at those, into a raven at those raven points. There's another one without another chest without hatred, so we'll go and get that. Bad timing. Gotta get the timing of the raid out. Not great. Stick to the dodge with the great axe, I think. Gotcha. So we go around and pick up the fragments. More upgrades. What do we got? Stagger. Oh, that's a good one for a big heavy weapon. I like that one. Because the big weapons stagger more. Makes life easier while enemies are sitting on the ground. And we got some more mana. Nice. I'm loaded up for mana at the moment. It's a good start. Oops, couldn't do that. Alright, where is another bird point? There's one down there. We kind of want to get around to that side quest around there. So we'll go and find a bird point. Like I said, there's no fall damage, so it means getting around's pretty easy. It was a wise move, I think, not to add fall damage. Because the maps are quite, quite vertical. Lots of hills and things. It encourages, a bit of exploration too. But I love this, the transition. Whack. Straight away. Raven. It's very cool. It's a very cool concept. So if we go in slow over here, as you can see, the chests down here have got red all over them, which means you get hammered with a big chunk of hatred if you try and open them. Might be worthwhile at the moment, but I'm going to go over and get this side quest. So we're in the town. Dude's over here. Now, there is some jank going around. I've had a few instances I've come into here and the people aren't there, just the icons to talk to them, so you're kind of talking to an invisible person. But, you know, it feels like the sort of game that's got a lot of potential for patching and improving along the way. I feel like almost that this could have been an early access game. I don't have any money. But it's not. It's a full release, so you know you've got to treat it as such. But I think there's a lot of potential here, and I feel like if the developers support it, it's going to be in a really good way when they're done with it. If they leave it to die, I think the game will die very quickly. I enjoy the loop for sure, but there's definitely some work that needs doing. So yeah. Let's go over here. The side quest was to, you know, just kill some bad guys. See, like what I mean by the stagger. It makes it easier to stagger them. Oh, it was almost the perfect one. Now, there are different enemies, don't worry. It's just the early enemies that you face down here. So, as you can see here, there's this is a previous player's death was here. So you can claim the hatred. And as you can see now on the bottom, which we're gonna create the combining here. See, I get that fragment of hatred. So that was a one-off one. It'll disappear after this, but as you get more hatred, they become permanent things. And the only way to get rid of a permanent link of hatred is to beat one of the bosses, which then reduces that. So I'm going to take the armor because that looks good. I already claimed it, didn't I? Oh no, I didn't. I'm going to take that because that's really good to have in your back pocket. Alright, now we need to go back to the village. So what I'll do is I'll go back to the village and I reckon I'm ready to take on the boss in this realm. And then we'll go and do that. I've had the bird get caught up in walls and things too, which is not great. So that gave me some money, which is really good because I'm going to jack my health up. And we're going to go close to the boss, I think. I might do a few more little... Where is the... boss? It's probably... I don't know whether the marker's disappeared, but that's alright. We can find it another way. We might go in here and... there's a bit of hatred in that, isn't there? Right. Hey, there's a castle up there. Oh, what's up the castle? This is the cool part about the bird too. You just... Oh, tougher baddies. A hard camp. Should we take him on? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, he's got our dog. As you can see, one enemy doesn't really pose much in the way of a challenge. It's when they gang up on you. So I absorbed the hatred again. What do we get in here? Ooh. Heaps of mana at the moment. So I might get that one, because that'll let me have another relic. I'm keeping that one for the boss fight. Got a one here. Ooh, maybe I should have taken the mana. I like the axe. I'm going to take the axe. Means I don't have enough mana for the boss to use the health, but we might... that's the boss over there. That's alright. Let's go over here. I haven't got a full bar of hatred yet. I usually go to the boss once I've got a full bar of hatred, as you can see down the bottom there. It's nearly there. The next battle will get me there. So, that'd be the boss over there, I reckon. I do want some mana. You can lock on, but I've often found that it's, unless you're only fighting one or two, or some of the bigger enemies, it's not as beneficial to do it. There we go. Coin might be helpful. Power. Let's do that one, because that's very handy, that one. If I can get it enough mana to do it. Ah, there's the boss. Yeah, so there is the boss marker. I would like to have some more mana before I jumped in. There's another chest. So you see it's fully locked down now. So that will always be a hatred slot unless you beat a boss, and that'll get rid of it. We're going to do that. So that actually, with this character, that boosts my damage. So we're going to tackle this without, we're going to try the boss without an extra health boost, which I should be able to manage. The first boss is pretty reasonable. Second boss is hard. Really need to focus on getting your weapon upgrade and things like that. Right. Here we go. halfway point. This is where it gets a bit tougher. But he's staggered. Oh, damn it. There. Anyway. Got through. Alright, so we'll go up and get the blessing and go into the next world. There we go. That cleansed the hatred. So which one do we want to go to? We'll go over this one. And once again, we're back here, so we go back to the tiers. We'll go and check them out and try and take out the tiers of hatred or whatever they're called. I think at the moment, the biggest problem this game has is the balancing. Because you generate hatred too much, so it doesn't encourage... We hate these ones. They're tough. It doesn't encourage you to explore. It's an open world. But because you get punished too much for exploring, I don't think it encourages it enough. So I think there's some balancing that needs to be done. As you can see, the enemies are a lot tougher in this second level, which means, you know, the idea is to upgrade the weapon a bit. Oi. Power the fragments. Alright. Which one do I want? That's probably better. But I'm going to put this in because this is good. And then I may as well put that one in. And I'll hold that for later. Alright, where are we going up? Something here. Ooh, some big juggernaut dudes. Oh god, I'm gonna get hammered with both juggernauts. These guys are tough. wasted it already. God, you can't get out of there range. If you can get one down, it's not too bad. Oh, because you can't see them coming. And you can't get out of their road. God. Alright, now. Dodge so much. Now get him. Get him. Good price of that. Alright. Find something to upgrade. I'm going to take that mana. Alrighty, there's our secondary objective. I think I'm just going to fight until I die here, and then we'll show you the ending. Ooh, it's another white one. Good. Oh, so some different guys here. No. I don't really like any of those, so I'm going to actually destroy it, and that'll boost my weapon power. Excuse me. Alright. More mana, which is helpful. Cool. Alright. Where else can we go to fight some dudes? Let's go down this way. Hey, there's one with another white chest so I don't get hatred. Upgrades. I've already got that armor. I've already got a better axe. Yeah, let's do that one. No, because then it uses my coins, and I need my coins to get health. I don't want to. I'm going to boost my weapon instead. As you go through, you unlock more cards and more options and all those sort of things. So let's go and find a big enemy that will probably put me in the ground at this point. There we go that way. What's that? Village. There's a village I haven't been to. Cool. Just jump over. Hey, you found the village. There's health. That jumps me up. Alrighty. Let's go and find a big bad. They're not big bads. Where's a big bad? There's some big bads. Let's go and see what they can do to me. Oh, there's a sorcerers. They're a pest. Now there's one left. Hey. Got fragments there. Let's take on the hatred. I've already got that, so I don't really need that. I'm going to just pay that, right? What's in here? Might boost the armor a bit. Let's do that. And what we might do is, I'm actually doing alright on this run, so I might leave it there, because it's going to take a while to go forward. But anyway, that's Ravenbound. It's got a lot to like about it, but it has some problems. So it'll be interesting. I'm going to play more, and then there'll be a review up on player2.net.au, so make sure you check that out. Also, just head over there in general. Check out our news, reviews, previews, podcasts, opinion pieces, whatever else we have up there. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. It's a great assistance to us. And we do have a Patreon if you feel so inclined, but don't panic about that too much. Just enjoy our stuff. But thank you for joining me for this episode of Player 2 Plays. This has been Ravenbound. And I'll catch you next time. See ya.